Cyril Ramaphosa is getting on my last nerve. This guy is unbelievable, I tell you. So he just announced that he's getting together a group of people, not ordinary people like you and I, but famous people in what he calls a national dialogue to discuss why South Africa is a horror show. Like, I don't understand why we even need to have a national dialogue. Don't we already know what's wrong in South Africa? I don't know what Cupcake hopes to achieve or what he wants to hear or expects to hear. Like, what new development will come out of that meeting? Like, what will be discussed that we don't already know? I think this whole idea is doomed and is a waste of time and is a waste of money. Mr. President, you don't need to wait for August the 15th. I'm going to tell you what is wrong. In case you didn't know what is wrong in South Africa, it is you and your party, the ANC. What's wrong with South Africa is that more than 50% of South Africans live in poverty. They live in poverty, unable to afford basic needs and services because they are unemployed. We have an unemployment rate of 32%. If you take into consideration the expanded definition of it, it takes you to 46%. These are people who are unable to find work in your economy, Mr. President. Mr. President, 70% of youth in this country can't find work. My brothers and sisters, they can't find work. Utsibenzisa. And then you'll come and ask, why is crime so high? Mr. President, the reason crime is so high is because people have lost hope. They are turning to crime because they are often left to choose between to die of hunger or to die from a policeman's bullet. And they choose the latter because sometimes sometimes you know our prisons are. And some people even choose to go to jail because at least in prison they will get something to eat over there. The truth is that people in our country are homeless. They live in squalors. They crab out in shacks like sardines, Mr. President. Mr. President, this is the problem. And the truth is that you want to fuck all about it. Your party has been in charge for 31 years. And what have they done about this? Fuck all. Next. Your party passes laws that ensure that the economy does not grow. They lie and they call it progressive and transformation. That's what they call it. The truth is that your comrades have destroyed every institution that is needed to grow the economy. You have looted our state coffers dry, and you have hollowed out all of our departments. Public service and state capacity is on its bloody knees. And instead of putting the right and capable people into authority, you rather deploy your cadres loyal to the ANC who know nothing about what they are doing. And instead of working and doing their jobs, they rather steal and they destroy. Nothing touched by the ANC has been spared. And if you don't believe me, answer these questions. Who destroyed ESCO? Who destroyed Transnet? Who destroyed Prasa? Who destroyed our cities? Who destroyed the South African Police Service? Who destroyed Danel? Who destroyed our defense force? Who allowed illegal immigrants in our country? Who allows crime to go unpunished in our country? It's your party. Your party is in charge. Your party has had 31 blood years to improve our country, but they have not done so. They've made issues worse. You'll blame apartheid. And when you can't use apartheid as an excuse, you'll blame colonization and you say that you can't fix a 350-year mess in 31 years. Nonsense. Because if you even try, we'd be better, but you don't even try. Mr. President, we were not the only country that was colonized, but but it seems as if we are the only ones who complain and play the victims. It happened to everybody, most people. So what now? What now? We need to look at the future, not the past. South Korea was also colonized. So was Singapore. So was Hong Kong. So was Canada and Australia. Many countries were colonized, Mr. President, and Africans were even colonizing themselves before the Europeans came. But the difference between South Africa and the countries I mentioned is that they have proper governments which care about their people. And here we have criminals. And again, let me remind you, Mr. President, people are poor. They are poor because they don't have jobs. They don't have jobs because the economy is not growing. Our economy is not growing because people with money who are able to invest can't invest. They don't want to invest because you make it difficult for them to invest, Mr. President. You want to invest in a country that struggles to keep the lights on. We will put their money, their hard-earned money, in a country where the government says that they can take away their property without compensation. We will invest in a country that where if they do invest, they won't be able to get their stuff properly from the factories to the ports. Who will invest in a country where if they do invest and they do produce under those difficult conditions, those goods might get stolen on the way to the stores or the ports. It is difficult to start a business in South Africa because of so many regulations and red tape. Businesses are told who to hire. And Mr. President, this is not new information. You were told this. You know this. You were told this time and time again, but you simply don't listen. And take it from me. If you want the economy to grow, you must have reliable supply of electricity and water. You must have a functional rail network. The trains must be going because we also benefit from not having so many trucks on the road. You must educate and skill up your people. You must have investor-friendly policies so that those people who are waiting eagerly to invest, they are able to do so and invest and create jobs for our people. You must also create a business-friendly environment and also educate our people to be entrepreneurs. So that they don't wait for a job to fall from the sky, so that they do it for themselves and they create jobs in the process. You must stop being so corrupt and just do your job. Do your job. We want nothing more and nothing less. Just do what you are paid to do and do what you are elected to do. We don't need you telling us about race problems and you dividing us any further because that's what you do. You thrive from that. Mr. President, you call yourself a businessman, right? As a businessman, you should know what is good for the economy. It's economics 101. But it seems as if whatever you do whatever it takes in your power to make sure that the economy plunges into disarray. A businessman knows the inner workings of a business and know what it takes for a business to succeed. They know how an economy succeeds and how an economy fails. Mr. President, I'm starting to question you. I'm starting to doubt if you are a businessman, you are who you say you are. Are you really a businessman? Or are you just so selfish and trying to keep the wealth all to yourself? You tell me. But let me tell you who you are and what you are, Mr. President. You are an oligarch. You are a leech that only sucks and feed on other people's hard work. You've never worked for anything, you've never worked for your billions, you were just handed them on silver platter. Because no real businessman would allow the economy under their watch to crash like this. they'd be embarrassed. I know that if I was the one running the country and the economy was like this, I'd be embarrassed. I would resign. You and your party suck the life from the taxpayers of this country. You make it difficult to live in South Africa. You make people ashamed to call themselves South African. But I'm not ashamed of being South African, Mr. President. I'm just ashamed of you and the ANC. And South Africans should be ashamed of that and not of their nationality. They should be ashamed of being presided over by criminals like you and the ANC. Because how do you sleep at night knowing that your own people are going to bed starving? And you occupy a position that can change that and is responsible to prevent that from happening. Ukhohlelele yazi wena, I'll wash my hands. You and your comrades must cleanse your hearts with bleach because y'all are cruel. The ANC of today is not the ANC of Mandela or OR Tambo. It is the ANC of fat cats who contribute nothing but immense suffering to our country. It should be voted out of power at all costs. Don't be fooled by the 370 grants or or them threatening to take away your grants if you're not voting for them. That's nonsense. Vote them out. My fellow South African, you are worth more than a grant. You deserve a job, you deserve a house, you deserve to live in a safe community with dignity. You also deserve a good life. Nou as ek van is in this because it's your right. And exercise your right. Fight for your right. Go out and vote out the ANC and his babies. And back to you, when Cyril Ramaphosa. If you really want to know what's wrong with South Africa and why our country is in nonsense, deep, go and look at the mirror and the answer will stare right back at you. We've come to the end of the video, guys. If you liked the commentary, please like and subscribe. And remember, stay away, stay informed. Thank you.